Y'all want to do a tournament? Because I think that would be fire, bro. Like, if y'all play each other.
Echo? Who's echoing? Kai, fix your shit,
it might
bro.
be me. Wait, is it better now?
I tried to set up a tourney. I don't know. I'm going to see y'all boys tomorrow, all right, bro?
30% validated viewer? I mean, you have to be kidding me, right?
It looked like you dicking, gang.
There are usually two ways to deal with getting caught in the middle of something people are questioning. You can step up and explain what happened, or you can stay completely quiet and hope the internet moves on before anyone keeps digging. Kai Cenat seemed to choose the second option, not once, but twice, and both moments played out live with thousands of people watching everything happen in real time.
I want to do a tournament? Because I think that would be fire, bro. Like, if y'all play each other.
Echo? Who's echoing? Kai, fix your shit,
it might
bro.
be me. Wait, is it better now?
So go to your account, go to social, and then go to invite friend. It's a yellow button. Click that, and then you copy.
Hey, anybody in the chat want him?
Your account.
Anybody?
What do you?
Oh, choose your player name.
He's single. Anybody in the chat want him?
So
Anybody single in the chat?
chat.
The first situation looked pretty straightforward. During a live stream, he appeared to brush off his own friend's tournament idea, leaving viewers confused, and then seemed genuinely surprised when his chat immediately started calling him out. The second situation brought even more attention. Some people accused members of his team of boosting their viewer numbers, and instead of breaking down the claims or explaining the figures, he gave one short response and kept the stream moving like the whole discussion never even happened.
I don't even know if this is gonna happen, bro. I don't even know if a single word I said it.
That spam one about to smack shit.
Can you guys hear me?
I ain't gonna he tough. I ain't gonna he think tough. That I ain't gonna he.
Kai's doing an IRL?
What the f this?
But it's
All right, chat. I'm gonna go to the gym, bro. I don't even know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna see y'all boys, bro. I tried to set up a tourney. I don't know.
Neither of these situations really holds up once people start looking at the details, and together they paint a pretty clear picture of how Kai Cenat seems to respond when the pressure starts building. So let's go back to the tournament that somehow never got past the planning stage. Jinxie showed up with a Clash Royale tournament idea centered around Kai's entire AMP crew, and he looked genuinely excited to make it happen. This wasn't just something he mentioned to fill time on stream. He treated it like a real event that deserved attention, something fans could actually look forward to and get excited about. But once it was time to organize everything with the group, the mood changed almost instantly. Instead of becoming part of the planning, Jinxie barely seemed involved at all. He wasn't included in the discussions, wasn't kept in the loop, and it felt like he was just sitting there while everyone else handled the conversation around him.
What am I doing? Why does it Al Kai? No, tell Jinxie. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah. I'm going to Jinxie, bro. Tell Jinxie I have something planned IRL, but I'm about to do a one-on-one. Tell Jinxie I'll do the one-on-one with him. I'm not doing it. I didn't want to do the IRL. I ain't gonna lie. I told him not to do IRL. Tell Jinxie I didn't want to do it. I'm not doing IRL. I'm not. No. I don't have to chat. Listen, lad, listen. No. Tell him come back. He got on for real? JC ended for real? Oh, God. Bro. Laggy sound. Spam 2 if it's good. Let me go see what these niggas are talking about. What the fuck is this? Now chat. What the fuck is this right here, bro? It's a static. What the fuck is this? But it's good.
All right, chat. I'm gonna go to the gym, bro. I don't even know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna see y'all boys, bro. I tried to set up a tourney. I don't know. I'm gonna see y'all boys tomorrow. All right, bro. Peace out. Have a good night.
Watch how long it takes before someone in the room finally responds to what Jinxie is saying out loud. That moment stands out more than people might expect. This doesn't look like a connection problem. It doesn't seem like a microphone issue, and it isn't the kind of Discord glitch that everyone can casually blame later. From the outside, it comes across as if nobody is rushing to respond, leaving Jinxie in an uncomfortable spot during a project that had been presented as something he was excited to help bring together. Viewers quickly noticed that awkward silence, and the atmosphere felt tense. Then things became even more surprising. While Jinxie was still trying to keep everyone focused and organize the event, Kai got up in the middle of the call and went to start a completely different live stream, making it seem like the earlier conversation had already been left behind. There was no real wrap-up, no sis.
So bad now because it's like, yeah, the literally was waiting all day and posted a flyer and all types of shit. You saying who give a bro? It's not about who gives a. It's about like the nigga time. It's a stream. You feel me? I don't know. I'm still gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing it. It might not be on my stream, but I'm doing it. I'm still doing it. So to dedicate a day to now thinking. Bro, y'all just messed up with Jinxie, gang.
You said what?
I just messed up Jinxie.
How?
Because he was ready for us. I didn't want to do the IRL shit, but he just ended. Like, we were supposed to play with him.
I don't lie. Who said that? Like, I don't know how we supposed to know that because we were supposed to do this again.
Bro, we had to communicate with him, bro. He literally was ready.
No clear explanation, just an abrupt shift that left plenty of people talking afterward. He basically left the conversation hanging in the middle of everything and moved on to something that seemed more important at the time. The apology didn't come until later, and that's exactly why so many people focused on it. To many viewers, the timing became the biggest talking point. Some felt that if the online backlash had never happened, and if his own chat hadn't flooded the screen with criticism, the apology might never have been made at all. Of course, nobody can know that for certain, but that's the conclusion many people reached as they watched everything unfold. People also pointed out the difference between someone apologizing after personally recognizing they upset another person and someone responding only after public pressure starts building.
When numbers is like that, it's just no good. Like, it's not, is that, and you compare some of these other guys, sometimes, yeah, it's what, like, it's up and it just doesn't add up. That's motion, brother. 37% validated viewer? Bro, 30% validated viewer? I mean, you have to be kidding me, right? Brother, that's less than 30%. Bro, that's 31% validation. Bro, 31% validation. That's not motion, that's counter motion.
Even if the words sound similar, many viewers felt the motivation behind them could be very different. Soon after, critics said they noticed a similar pattern again, where the response didn't come until the attention became impossible to ignore. This time, though, the discussion centered on something that many people felt couldn't be cleared up with a simple apology alone. The spotlight shifted when XQC began questioning the viewership numbers tied to two of Kai's streams, pointing to an increase from a fairly steady 1,000 viewers to around 60,000 in what appeared to be a very short period of time.
No! Where's Mariana? 100K is big! Yo! Yo, Tay, you don't understand how crazy this shit is. There's 100,000 people watching us right now. What the?
Those claims quickly sparked debate across the community. That wasn't the kind of increase people usually expect to see. It was such a dramatic jump that it naturally led some viewers to take a much closer look at the numbers. XQC did exactly that, digging through the available stats step by step, and as he compared different figures, he argued that more questions kept appearing instead of clear answers. From his point of view, it wasn't about one unusual statistic standing by itself. He suggested that several different metrics seemed to point in the same direction, which is why the discussion gained so much attention. XQC also argued that an engagement rate of around 20% alongside an audience of roughly 60,000 viewers looked unusually low and deserved a closer explanation.
No, y'all saying cap. I'm being dead ass. Reggie don't be on Twitch. Bro, oh my God, okay, hold on. Reggie is not on Twitch. This nigga's really a hood nigga that's just live. Do y'all understand that?
He questioned whether the reported audience activity matched the viewer count, saying the pace of the chat seemed lower than some people might expect for a stream of that size, and he argued that the numbers became harder to understand as he examined them further. Another point that drew attention was the gap between a reported live audience of around 100,000 viewers and a subscriber count of roughly 4,000. Critics argued that those numbers didn't seem to line up the way they would normally expect. In many cases, as a creator builds a larger and consistent audience, subscriber numbers also tend to grow over time because regular viewers often choose to follow the channel. According to those raising questions, the difference here appeared unusually large, and they felt it deserved a closer look rather than being dismissed as simple coincidence. As the conversation spread, Kai responded emotionally and pushed back against the criticism. Instead of addressing the individual statistics that were being debated, he answered XQC with one brief, dismissive remark and left the detailed claims largely unanswered, which only kept the discussion going.
Probably not fine-tuned. Now that I said it, though.
No, hell no. I don't think SQC fell off. Fuck no. Hell no. SQC did not fall off. I'm just saying, nigga. This is how it may look.
Okay, respect that. I respect that.
That wasn't even a sneak diss, so don't even try to do that. But I'm just saying, bro, like, don't.
I fell off.
Don't what he got going on.
Fair enough.
You feel me? And this is no diss. I'm not dissing nobody. I'm just saying how it looks on the outside perspective. You feel me? But like, I'm pretty sure Felix knew all of that shit.
That response caught some people off guard because at that stage of the discussion, XQC's comments were focused on the numbers rather than making it personal toward Kai. To critics, it didn't come across as a direct response to the specific questions that had been raised. Instead, many viewers felt it sounded more like an attempt to shut the conversation down quickly rather than explain the claims being debated. He delivered the comment, let it sit, and then moved on without directly addressing the main points that were being debated. For many viewers, the biggest questions were still left unanswered. When that didn't put the discussion to rest, his focus seemed to shift. Instead of breaking down the statistics being questioned, he strongly defended his friends and insisted that nothing improper had taken place. Many people saw that as a show of loyalty, and standing by your team can certainly be respected. At the same time, critics argued that supporting friends and explaining the specific numbers under discussion are two different things. In their view, defending the people involved wasn't the same as responding to the questions that had sparked the debate in the first place. By that stage, many viewers still felt they hadn't received a detailed explanation about the specific numbers being questioned, including the people Kai was defending. One of the main ideas brought up by others was the crypt meta theory. The argument was that when a group of creators lives together, appears in each other's content, and streams regularly as a team, their audiences naturally overlap, helping everyone's viewership grow through cross-promotion. That explanation made sense to a point, and even critics acknowledged that collaborating with other major streamers can absolutely boost someone's audience. The bigger debate, though, was whether that alone could explain such a dramatic increase in viewers over a very short period of time.
How am I on his day? How is that anything to relate to him? I don't get it. Well, I'm just confused on how it's about him. I literally singled him out as like, it's not part of the problem.
I'm about to just let shit rain. Like, I'm tired. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. All of that shit. All of that. Be honest. This is no bias. This is no letting off aggression.
Some argued the jump seemed unusually large, while others believed there could be reasonable explanations that simply hadn't been fully discussed. XQC wasn't convinced by the overlap argument and continued questioning the available data without backing away from his position. At the same time, he also appeared confused about why Kai seemed to view the discussion as a personal criticism when, from XQC's perspective, the focus was on the numbers rather than on Kai himself. Throughout the discussion, XQC repeatedly said that his questions weren't aimed at Kai personally and that he was focused on the data being debated. Even so, Kai responded as though the conversation was directed at him, which led many viewers to speculate about why he interpreted it that way and what he expected the discussion to become next. As for XQC, his position appeared much more straightforward than some of the online reactions suggested. From his perspective, he was questioning the available numbers and looking for explanations, while much of the internet turned the debate into something far bigger and more personal than he seemed to intend. He wasn't calling anyone out by name, and he wasn't trying to push someone off the platform or damage anyone's career. From what he said publicly, his focus stayed on the numbers being discussed rather than on making the situation personal.
Somebody's doing something that's tampering it. It doesn't matter. I'm not even saying who's doing it. I don't care. Somebody's doing something, and it's skewing and tampering it. That's it. Nothing else. There's nothing about it. And when he says that, I know he doesn't believe that. No, I absolutely believe that with my everything that I stand for. I do believe that. But that doesn't belittle them. It doesn't make them lesser. Bro, last 2 months ago, I got botted for 3 days in a row. Am I evil ever? Would I say, yo, I was even saying, yeah, I got botted today. I don't give a... The 3 days of botting don't make me feel any lesser about my career.
His argument was that certain figures appeared difficult to reconcile, and he openly questioned why so few people seemed willing to examine them more closely. That was the main point he kept returning to, even though the conversation online quickly grew into a much bigger controversy. When some people labeled him as an obsessed hater for bringing up the topic, he didn't spend much time arguing back or trying to change their minds. Instead, he largely let the criticism pass and continued discussing the data he believed deserved attention. Supporters saw that as him staying focused on the issue, while critics disagreed with his conclusions. Either way, many viewers noticed a contrast between taking time to examine the available information and simply reacting briefly before moving on, and that became one of the biggest themes connecting both situations. Even though these two situations seem completely unrelated at first, many viewers ended up connecting them for the same reason. In the first case, Kai appeared to leave his friend's tournament planning behind during an uncomfortable live moment instead of staying to work through it. Later, when questions about his crew's viewership numbers started spreading, critics pointed out that his response was brief and didn't directly address the specific claims being discussed. Rather than offering a detailed explanation, he gave a short reply and the conversation quickly moved in another direction. To some viewers, those two moments reflected a similar pattern, even though they involved very different situations. That leads to the bigger question people continue debating. If someone mainly responds after criticism has already built up, does that show they reconsidered the situation once they saw the public reaction? Or does it suggest they prefer waiting until the controversy begins to fade before saying more? That's the question many people have continued asking, and opinions remain divided. Even though these two situations seem completely unrelated at first, a lot of viewers ended up linking them together. In the first situation, Kai appeared to step away from his friend's tournament plans during an awkward live moment instead of staying to work through it. Later, when questions about his crew's viewership numbers started gaining attention, critics pointed out that his response was brief and didn't directly address the specific claims people were debating. Instead of giving a detailed explanation, he offered a short reply and the conversation quickly moved on. To many viewers, those two moments reflected a similar pattern, even though they involved completely different situations. That leaves one big question. If someone mostly responds after public criticism has already built up, does it show they genuinely reconsidered things once they saw the reaction? Or does it suggest they prefer waiting until the controversy starts fading before speaking? People have reached very different conclusions, and the debate is still far from settled. What do you think? Was Kai simply handling intense public pressure the best way he knew how, or do these moments reveal a pattern in how he deals with criticism? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments because we'd love to hear your take. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest stories on the internet, share this video with someone who wants the full picture, and don't forget to comment below with your opinion. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.